Welcome to Mexico City, our last stop in Mexico.
This is our last stop, Mexico City, before we are heading back to Italy. So we would like to show you everything what is worth to visit here.
We're gonna make a list of things and we are starting with Plaza Rio de Janeiro. There are a lot of doggies here. I think everyone takes his dog here for a walk, and we almost stepped on one nice fresh cake.
And why we are here? Because behind me you can see the replica of David of Michelangelo. And if you're passionate about art, you would know that the original can be found in Florence, Italy.
Just close to the Plaza Rio de Janeiro, there is a gallery here called the OMR, and that's what we are gonna explore now.
Sometimes you like to visit galleries to see something different, and this one is free to enter. And then the entrance you have a QR code, so you have all the information. And also they are very nice, they provide you with free Wi-Fi.
A cactus sausage, and this is proper sand. And what we don't like, money. Now we are in Roma Verde. It's apparently a sustainable community, and you see here all the big bottles of plastic all around building this structure. So it's a proper happy sustainable community, and they have everything here. They sell eco-friendly products, they build, they do some crafting. You can have a climbing space here. They are keeping also chickens and a rooster, and we just saw two black squirrels running after each other. It's very nice here. I like it. And it's super interesting. They have even a recycling scheme with a yearly fee. They help you and come to your house and pick up the rubbish. Of course, you separate it first, and after it will be reused. So pretty cool.
And the helmets of the construction workers has been nicely reused.
And they have a huge garden with a lot of herbs. It looks lovely and super green. They even have little pumpkins and baby papayas. They are growing everything here. We are at Mercado Medellin, and we missed Mexican markets so much. There is everything here. I saw even for the first time, I think, guava, and there are flowers and groceries and tacos and butcher and everything.
This area is very green, eco-friendly. As you can see, this building, so nice.
We are in Parque Mexico. It's another big, massive park with big trees.
Yeah, everything is very nice and green. Couple of people here, some dogs. You can hear some music, people they are dancing.
And there is a kind of yellow train. I'm gonna show it to you right now. It's located between Roma and the La Condesa neighborhood.
And it's very particular here. We never seen before here in Mexico that the benches they have a roof. So even if it's gonna start to rain, we are protected.
You're gonna be safe. Yeah, and because of this, of course, there are a couple of homeless around, but not too many.
And now we are walking on this path that is called the Amsterdam, and it's all around Parque Mexico, but at the same time is in the middle of two streets, so cars are passing by. And now we are in Parque Espana, just a few steps away from the Mexico one. And apparently here you could eventually take drinkable water, but looks like there is no tap, so somebody is making fun of it.
Here in Mexico City there are so many parks and we haven't even seen the biggest one, so stay tuned.
And I don't know what is this monument or structure, but one thing is very peculiar of this park. They have an area all fenced for dogs, for you can hear them in the background as well. So I think it's a paradise for dog sitters, because you can just sit down and have your dog like wandering around in this fenced area. But just now we saw some dogs having a bit of a fight.
The Mercado de San Juan is very particular. You will find a lot of vendors selling tarantulas and scorpions. Why would you buy them? To eat them, of course. Some are even covered in chocolate. Yuck! By the way, this is the oldest and most exotic market in Mexico City.
We are here in Plaza Garibaldi, very close to the city center, and this place is very famous for the Mariachi.
If you don't know who they are, it means that you haven't watched our previous videos, in particular the one of Guanajuato. Basically, they are a group of people that would sing traditional songs for you in exchange of a bit of money, and they are dressed with very traditional clothes, very special outfit, very elegant.
Whilst we were walking on the square, a couple of them they come to ask us if they can sing us a song, but we had to say no because we can't afford it.
The price is between 100 150 for pesos for one song, and we had to say yes to everyone. Like by now, during our travels after 6 months, we would be well broke, like on the first one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's quite pleasant to just stay here. There are very colorful buildings all around, and even some agave, the plant that is good for tequila and mezcal. There's also a nice piece of street art. There's a murales there, quite colorful. They're there, they are starting now. We have one on the back, up on a bar, and one behind us. We found this writing, but actually we tried pulque in Bernal. So if you want to see what is that, you just need to click here. We put you the card with the previous video, Bernal. The only thing is that after, when we go back to Querétaro, we both got very sick, and we are not sure if it was a pulque or something else.
And we are still hanging around the Plaza Garibaldi. On a side we found quite a lovely street art, like there are several pieces of murales here, of course with reference to the mariachi and the music, and also about the COVID. And behind me we have a school of mariachi. Pretty interesting.
So beautiful.
That we had to take a picture.
Mexico City has a lot of museums, but one that you shouldn't miss is the Antropologic Museum. A lot of people recommend it to us, so now we are going in. The entrance fee is 80 pesos, and I believe you can pay by card as well. So we are out from the museum. I can confirm you can pay by card as well.
The museum is very big. You can easily spend hours and hours. We've been there for like 3 hours. We try to visit everything. We went to see the Oaxacan, the Teotihuacan, the Maya culture. It was amazing.
Yeah, so many artifacts, and actually we were glad we came here because most of the artifacts from Teotihuacan you can find them here. So it's good to combine the two things. And the museum is located basically like just kind of inside the Chapultepec Park. So before or after you visit the museum, you can have a stroll around the park, which is huge.
Very big. You can take 2-3 hours to go from one side to the other side of the park.
Yeah, more than 8 kilometers, I guess. That's what we are gonna do now, and we are gonna visit the park. And now we are at the Chapultepec Park. It's massive and it's perfect for runners. Today is Saturday, so it's a bit busy. But do you know what does it mean, Chapultepec? It means at the hill of the grasshopper, because the main rock formation is where the first part of the park was formed. And there are many entrances. We took one that is very close to the museum, but this one that we took takes you immediately to the Chapultepec lake, and they're like, I don't know how you call these things, but like you can ride them, you know, with your feet. And on the other side you have just another part of the lake with ducks. And what impressed me, it was that all along the edge you have corn. So yeah, they never run out of food here. So something that happened very often when I said I'm going to Cdmx. People don't know what it is. Mexico City.
If you go a bit further in the park, it's not too busy and you can chill a bit here. In fact, you can bring your own hammock and you can tighten it up. It's the perfect place for siesta.
Of course.
Just like London, squirrels are not shy here.
I don't know how these flowers are called, but they are very beautiful, and they are blooming now that is mid-June. We didn't think we would find them here in Mexico City, but
We just seen a beautiful colibri.
our baby! One of the things that you can do at the Chapultepec Park is going up on the castle, the Castillo, but I just wanted to check before going home if we could see the viewpoint for free, because I know there's admission cost for the indoor area, but apparently now it's already closed. And anyway, even just to start the climb up to the castle, you already need your ticket, and just behind me you can buy your ticket and make your way up.
Today is Sunday, so some museums are free, and we took advantage of the free entry at the Palacio de Belle Artes here in Mexico City. So we just entered. Normally the price ticket should be something between 70-80 pesos, and you have 2 floors, so we can't wait to enter and see some of the art pieces.
We visited the National Museum of Art. It was amazing. It's a massive place, and also it was for free.
There's a 5 pesos fee if you want to take pictures, and they give you this ring. But in most of the museums, like if you want to take photos or videos with a camera, you would need to pay normally a small fee, or like something that can be up to 40-45 pesos.
Enjoy the clips. We were kind of obsessed with this museum.
we're passionate about Diego Rivera, that was the husband of the lovely and inspiring Frida Kahlo. You can find a lot of his paintings here. We like this museum, even though we don't know much about art or artists and whatnot, but we still appreciate it, and the building itself is lovely, stunning.
We are in the city center of Mexico City, just like we've been here 6 months ago, and was completely different. It was under lockdown. We will link the video up here so you can check it out. And now it's the place is open. We tried to go inside the National Palace, but because of COVID, it's still closed.
And we came here to enter the Palacio Nacional because we wanted to see some paintings of Diego Rivera. But of course, because of the pandemic, it's closed. Same for the Public Education Palace that is just a few minutes away from here. And that one also has some paintings of Diego Rivera with Frida Kahlo in it. So yeah, we are not gonna be able to visit them, but if you come here and they are open, you just need your ID. And yes, the entry is free. One place that was closed 6 months ago in January when we came here, it was the Palacio Postal, the post office here in Mexico City. That is gorgeous. So we are so happy we can enter now, and it's for free. So let's get started.
Finally arrived after one metro and one bus, but remember, on the bus they don't give you back the change, so be careful with that.
So we arrived here at the Museo Soumaya and Jumex. They are both art museums. We can't wait to explore them. The area is very nice and clean.
Yeah, and there is a car here, but very strange.
Very particular. I'm gonna show it to you now.
It's so cool.
We entered the Soumaya, and these are the doors to hell, probably where I will end up. And this is made of a mosaic, and the same piece of art that we found at the Museo Nacional de Arte the other day. But the other one was a painting, this one is a mosaic, always from Diego Rivera. We are at the Templo Mayor, that was the home of the Mexican, and of course now is Mexico City here. It was destroyed in 1521, and now we are on the bridge that connects a part of the city, because we cannot enter the Templo Mayor. It's closed, and also it's a sort of museum. You have to pay a fee to enter and stroll around. Why it looks so bad? Because it was destroyed by the Spanish in 1521, so they could start to build the cathedral. And where can you find it? Just next to the Zocalo, behind the main church, the cathedral. After taking the tube and taking also another kind of method of transportation, is something like a bus, we arrived in Xochimilco, and it's considered a little Venice. The most popular thing to do is to take a boat. We are not gonna take the boat, but we are gonna show it to you. The reason being is that we don't have enough money, and tomorrow we are going back to Europe, and we don't want to withdraw more money. But anyway, also because we don't have time, and this afternoon we have the COVID test that is required for our flight tomorrow. And yeah, these are part of the canals. We're gonna stroll around and show you the boats as well.
If you want to take the boat tour, which we are recommending, It costs about 600 pesos. You have to take the ride.
It's very particular. Each boat has its own name and they are very colorful. Now we got another prize. For 1 hour, the lowest price would be 400 pesos for both of us. And of course, the best if you come like in a group of people so you can split the price. They say the best is inside, but they keep on pushing us, but we just can't. We just want to stroll around the canals.
We managed for a good price in the end for 1 hour, 300, because it's our last day and took like 1.5 hours to get here, so we must take a boat and let's see.
We are very happy that we are doing this experience. We're gonna let you know everything. And we are trying to get out of the port slowly. We have the boat full for ourselves and we can't wait to see what is this floating garden about.
Completely different to see the city from the river side. So special, you can see birds, ducks around, and really quiet and peaceful here.
And just now there was a man going with his canoe carrying some veggies, I think. So it's a completely different life here on the river. We have greenhouses on the side of the river. They are growing all sorts of plants and they are selling them too. There are beautiful flowers as well. There are people coming next to our boat trying to sell anything, snacks, quesadillas and things like that. And not only, it's very particular to see mariachis on the boats coming and asking you if you want a song. And they are playing.
Nice to be here.
And you see, how are we going ahead right now with the boat? Just the driver is pushing the boat with a long stick, very thick. So yeah, it doesn't look like the river is very deep, but still, I don't know, it's very interesting. Like, you turn it, you go ahead, just with this.
From the port, the water looked like very dirty, but as we going far away from the port, nicely in the canal, it's not too bad. We saw some birds as well, and it should be alright.
And when you come outside the boat, just maybe 600 meters away, you have the river going left and right. We went left, but just at the Bivium, I don't know how to say, there is like the Dolls Island. It's very creepy. We didn't go too close to it, maybe it's for the best, but there are like thousands there, you see them hanging from the trees. In front of the station, we are going back to the city center of Mexico City, and we're gonna put in the description the details on how to do this trip to Xochimilco. We have to rush now, so let's go. After Xochimilco, we reached the COVID test laboratory, took a rapid test, and whilst we were waiting for the result, we explored a huge mercado called La Merced. It was our last market in Mexico. They literally have everything. gonna try mamey,
25
probably.
por 3, 5 por otro.
Tube station. As soon as you come out of the tube station, you are in the middle of the market already. ¿De dónde viene? Veracruz. They come from Veracruz, banana leaves. Flowers, pumpkin flowers. So thanks for watching, well done for reaching the end of the video, subscribe if you haven't already and hit the like button, it will help us enormously. Hasta luego, Mexico!